Chelsea Football Club, congratulations. You found a way to finesse Real Madrid and you sold the club dreams. Not only did you sell the club dreams, you sold Zinedine Zidane dreams, you sold Florentino Perez dreams, and you sold the Real Madrid fans' dreams as well. It's not the first time it happened, but I didn't expect it from Chelsea Football Club at all. And Chelsea, remember, what goes around comes around. You might have sold those dreams with Eden Hazard, but the karma hit you with that Timo Werner transfer. It hurts, doesn't it? It really does hurt. I wanted to be wrong. I so desperately wanted to be wrong. I never thought Eden Hazard would make it at Real Madrid, and unfortunately, he is becoming the biggest flop in Real Madrid history if we're talking in terms of expectations. Before he left Chelsea, he was a top 2 player, if not the best player in the English Premier League, and we have not seen the same Hazard at Real Madrid. But I'll give you guys my reasons as to why I didn't think Hazard would make it at Real Madrid. Number 1, I've always thought he's a complementary star to a superstar in a team. A lot of serious clubs in the world have complementary stars and superstars. For example, Manchester City, when Sterling is not missing chances and putting the ball in the back of the net, and Kevin De Bruyne is on form, those 2 players are the superstars for Manchester City. And they have complementary stars in Riyad Mahrez and Bernardo Silva. I would also categorize Aguero as a superstar on that team, but he's been struggling with injuries and we haven't seen him play a lot in the last couple of years. Also, Bayern Munich, they have Lewandowski as their superstar, but they also have complementary stars in Gnabry and Thomas Muller. Liverpool, they have huge stars in Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, but they also have complementary stars in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, and Firmino, and also Diogo Jota when he's, not injured. But you get the point. A team has complementary stars and superstars to get you out of trouble. In my years of watching Eden Hazard, I never believed that he would be the player to bail Real Madrid whenever the club was in trouble. I just didn't think he had that superstar status. And remember, the only reasons why I'm putting these expectations on Hazard is because he was brought in to replace Ronaldo. He put on the number 7 shirt. That shirt is a lot of responsibility, and when you put on that shirt, you gotta wear it with pride and put up big performances. When Ronaldo left Real Madrid, we needed a player that rises to the occasion in big moments, and I never thought Hazard was that player. When you play for Real Madrid, you definitely have to perform in La Liga, but you certainly have to perform in the Champions League, the biggest club competition in the world, because Real Madrid has dominated that competition for a very, very long time. So not only did we need a player to replace Ronaldo's big moments in those competitions, but we needed a player to help replace his goal production. Now, Benzema's production did improve after Ronaldo's departure, but the other forwards in the team haven't improved their production ever since Ronaldo left Real Madrid. By the other forwards, I'm talking about Vinicius, Rodrigo, Marco Asensio. When he's been fit, I know he struggled with injuries, but when he's been fit, his numbers haven't improved. And of course, Gareth Bale when he was at Real Madrid, but he's also another player who struggled with injuries. But Vinicius and Rodrigo are still very young players, so we can't put high expectations on them to help carry Real Madrid. And that's where Eden Hazard comes in. He has a lot of experience playing for a big club. He played for Chelsea, and he's played in the English Premier League, which is the biggest league in the world. Yes, Benzema's numbers did go up, but Eden Hazard has to put up 20 to 25 goals in order for us to, help replace Ronaldo's production. And let's be honest, Eden Hazard has never been a prominent goal scorer, so it's part of the reason why I didn't believe he would make it at Real Madrid. And the only fair way to analyze Eden Hazard's production is to compare his numbers to other big name signings that Real Madrid brought in that struggled with injuries. So I'll use Gareth Bale and Ricardo Kaká as examples. If you compare Eden Hazard's first 31 games to Gareth Bale's first 31 games, you can see that Gareth Bale put up 17 goals and 15 assists, while Eden Hazard only put up 3 goals and 7 assists. Now let's compare Eden Hazard's numbers to Ricardo Kaká as well. In Ricardo Kaká's first season at Real Madrid, he only played 33 games, but in those 33 games, he still put up better numbers than Eden Hazard. He put up 9 goals and 12 assists compared to Eden Hazard's 3 goals and 7 assists. So as you can see, compared to other big name signings that Real Madrid brought in that struggled with injuries, Eden Hazard still falls short. And I know a lot of you guys might be thinking I'm being a little bit too harsh on Eden Hazard because he has struggled with injuries ever since joining Real Madrid. And that's fair to say. But whenever he has been fit, can you say that Eden Hazard has justified his place in the starting lineup? I can only think of 2 performances where Eden Hazard really performed to his level. That was his performance against PSG in the group stage and his performance against Real Sociedad in La Liga. Other than that, I can't really think of any other performances where Eden Hazard really stepped up for Real Madrid. And even his best attribute, dribbling, I haven't seen that a lot whenever he's played for Real Madrid. We definitely haven't seen the same Hazard that used to dribble and glide past players with ease. So these last 4 to 5 months of the season, it's do or die for Eden Hazard. You have to remember, Real Madrid is a very cruel club. If you take into account Hazard's performances and his reoccurring injuries, I believe the man upstairs, and I'm not talking about God, I'm talking about Real Perez, has no problem selling Eden Hazard. In my opinion, we should cash in on Eden Hazard right now. You know, he's already 30 years old, and if his injuries keep reoccurring, then how much are we to get from him in the years to come? I think we should cash in right now and try to get Mbappe or Haaland. And this isn't a knock to Eden Hazard at all whatsoever. I think he's a perfect player for Real Madrid, but it was the wrong timing. I think the transfer happened too late. I think the best time for him to come to Real Madrid was around 2017, when Ronaldo started playing a little bit more central under Zinedine Zidane. When Ronaldo started to play a little bit more central under Zinedine Zidane, it would have left room for Eden Hazard to perform on the left wing, which would have opened up space for Ronaldo, you know, the superstar of the team. Comment below and let me know what you guys think about the whole Hazard situation. You think he should be given more time at Real Madrid, or should Real Madrid cash in right now? Anyways, that's all that I have for today. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Please stay safe, and until next time, peace.